Thank you for being out here with us. It's been a good day. We plan to make it even better. A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being out here with me. Good afternoon. Oh, wow. The audience is lively even after having kept you waiting for a few minutes, and actually a few minutes. And thank you. It's been a rainy day. So let's just charge up the energy here for some time. Let's just charge up the energy. Let's bring it up. So, good afternoon. Wow, great energy from here because they got the seats. Let's check out the people standing there. Good afternoon. Yes, people who are standing are like, nahi yaar, energy nahi hai. Come on, we can just show me some more energy there from their side. Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, it keeps going lower and lower and lower. A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Abhishek, and I'm going to be your host for the day. Today marks a very important day, for it brings together the synergies of two thought processes. One of them being MTV, the other being Swipe. And it culminates in a very unique fashion, a device that answers a lot of questions. Today, I believe a lot of youngsters out here with me, hello everybody once again, we all want a device, right, that helps us stay connected. It helps us get our entertainment needs. If you have a business need to do so, look at a PPT or a presentation or a Word document. We want a device that helps us do that. We want a device that helps us play games. Well, today, we are all here to see how that question is going to be answered. Technology today is a requirement, I would say. After all, you can forget your wallet at home, but nobody wants to forget their phone. So that's the way. Today we're going to be having the synergies of two wonderful thought processes coming together. Well, without further ado, I would like to call upon a very special gentleman. But before I do so, today is going to be a day that's going to be typically marked by the lightest, the fastest, and the thinnest. And you'll get to know more about this in a very short while. But before that, we'd like to call upon a gentleman who's known for his business acumen. He knows the pulse of the youth. He's been known for leading initiatives in the programming for MTV. And he's also called fondly by all the people working with him and for him as Addy, for he's very approachable in the way he conducts himself. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage Mr. Aditya Swami, the EVP and Business Head, MTV India. Good afternoon, sir. And your mic's here. Okay, he's going to be using the podium. Yep. Sir, yep. Thank you, sir, for being out here with us.
Yeah,
are you excited?
Yeah, I'm very excited because I think you were saying something earlier which talked about, you can leave your wallet at home but not your phone.
Yeah.
And I think if you ask people what's their most prized possession today, it's not their family, it's not their friends, but it's their device. So It's good to be here. It's good to be here and to have a significant step in actually being a part of young people's lives. So, yeah.
So it's great to have you here, and I'm very excited because after all, you've joined hands with Swipe for a device that is so phenomenal. I know a little bit about it, but I'm really more excited to know about it from you and the business sense that it makes to go forward with this device. So that the rise is all yours, sir.
Actually, I'd like to start off with a small incident, and I think that just shows the spirit of our partner Swipe and of this very entrepreneurial gentleman, Shripal, who's going to talk to you later. A few months ago, out of the blue, I got a call from his office, actually. His secretary actually connected with mine and said, there's a gentleman who says he's landing in the airport and he's going to be headed to Pune. And if you have half an hour, he just wants to come and talk to you about something. In less than 1 hour, we kind of closed the deal, right? It was the pace in which we moved. He came with so much spirit. He came with so many different product ideas. That he just took everyone by storm, and I think before we knew it, we had our first launch, and I think before we knew it, we have our third launch. So full credit to the entrepreneurial spirit of Shripal and his entire team. For us at MTV, it's special because, we reach 50 million homes, we talk to 20 million people on social media, but our objective always has been to surround sound the audience. And to have a device, to actually have a serious play in the technology space. Now I can clearly say you don't need to go and search out MTV. MTV can be in your hand, MTV can be in your palm. And I think that's given us a significant play in actually being a brand that touches the lives of young people all the time. So thank you, Shripal, for giving us this opportunity and for making this what seemed a dream for our consumer products team. When we used to have MTV t-shirts and MTV caps, we'd say, you know, one day we'll have an MTV phone, and you've given us a phablet. So, you know, that's been really nice. The other thing from our licensing piece is that usually we do brand licensing, right? So it's the brand itself that goes on the product, and that makes it a differentiator. Today is the first time where we're doing a brand plus content licensing. It's a time where the product is fully integrated into the MTV ecosystem. You'll see the creatives around. It has two of our most iconic personalities on the channel who are actually fronting the entire communication. We're launching a show on Sunday. Swipe and Slash actually are the key partners for that show. It's a show that we're doing with Imam. It's called Time Out with Imam. We had a press conference a few days back where we announced our association on that show. When you see the device itself, it comes preloaded with 3 unique MTV apps, which actually come on every single device. So, and plus with all of the promotion that's going to happen across our assets, both television and digital, and plus the marketing efforts that the Swipe team is going to be putting in, this is going to be, you know, pretty much all over the youth's mind space. So, to know more about this superlative product, the thinnest phablet in the world at an even more superlative price, the very, very enterprising and entrepreneurial Shripal Gandhi, CEO and co-founder of Swipe Telecom, he's going to tell us more about the product himself. So, Shripal, over to you.
Yes, sir.
So before you actually hear the man, he's going to show you something interesting.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Aditya Swami. And there it is, a partnership between 2 gentlemen forged over 1 hour. Interestingly, you know, there was an update or a status on one of my social networks. And today's relationships are defined by, you can touch me, but you can't touch my phone. So hopefully that wouldn't happen here. Well, I would like to call upon a gentleman who went to the States, worked there, but then he said, "Nahi, wapas India aana hai." And he comes back and he forms India's youngest, most happening, and the most coolest companies to work for, because everybody there is just like fresh off college, youngsters, a lot of energy. And I would like to, you know, really love this guy's entrepreneurial spirits, because you leave a cushion job there in the States and you're here with us. And it's great to have entrepreneurs like him. I'd like to call upon stage Mr. Shripal Gandhi, CEO and founder for Swipe. On stage, please. Hello, sir. It is a great pleasure and honor to have you here. And let me tell you one small incident. What happened was that when I was contacted for this press conference yesterday, they said a CEO. So usually when someone says the word CEO, it's white hair and uber formality. And when I met you, I was like blown away. Fantastic energy. And sir, I've heard that you've carried that energy with you and you bring it here. And we have a small presentation of sorts coming in from you.
Sure.
So maybe have the video, please.
Yeah.
The Swipe tablet, which is being launched in globally, and I mean obviously in India, and like we said, I am the first official user of Swipe tablet. I feel really happy because apart from the other models that are there, which is there's a camera, etc. But I think the one that really got my attention was the 3D Swipe tablet. I think, and it comes with 3D glasses. I think it's the first of its kind, and it feels really fantastic to be actually holding one of it and being able to say that I'm the first user of the 3D Swipe tablet. So,
Wonderful start, sir, I would say. Can we have a big round of applause? We have an entrepreneur, an Indian, who says, let's bring technology to our country, our brand, our country, our Swadeshi, concept behind it, sir. It's great to have you here once again.
Thank you very much.
मुझे ये बताइए, what was this concept behind having the word thinnest, lightest, and fastest? Because a lot of women were like, competition.
Stay tuned for more updates is all I can say right now.
So please enlighten us about the MTV SLASH, and with that, the dice is all yours, sir.
Thank you very much, Abhishek. And first of all, hello everyone. Thanks for being here. It's indeed a great pleasure. And today is not just another day. This is the day we have been waiting for a long time at Swipe. And it's not because of the fact that, because of the launch, but also it is an interesting month. And it's a month where we started. So the video, what you have seen, this is when Malaika kick-started the entire concept and the journey of Swipe 1 year back. This was done in July 25th in Taj Kulaba. And incidentally, this happens to be a July as well. And we are yet here creating another milestone. To tell you a bit about Swipe, you would have seen in the visuals here, Swipe has been always front-ending the innovation. When I talk about innovation, I am talking about new technologies, new devices, new chipsets, new concepts, having the experience of both East as well as West, and amalgamating that and leading that into product innovation is what Swipe has been known for. Till date, Swipe has launched one of the biggest portfolio, or actually the largest portfolio in the whole country as far as tablets are concerned, having launched 16 tablets, in which out of 16, 14 tablets were launched by Swipe first time in India. So when I say first time in India, I am talking about a product, what you just saw, India's first 3D tablet. Very interesting product, was launched at a price point because Swipe's core philosophy, the foundational philosophy has always been, can we offer a world-class technology at an affordable price? So this product was introduced a year back, and still today, it is one of our most hottest selling product, Swipe 3D Life. If we go to the next slide, this was one of the lightest product which we had launched called Swipe Float. This was designed specifically keeping in mind for business professionals. See, one thing what Swipe has added tremendous value was the intelligence and the research which we do before launching any product. So we have a third-party market research company on our board, wherein we do a lot of research, what kind of products. So the first product what you saw, Swipe 3D, was designed keeping in mind youngsters. So gaming, Angry Bird, Fruit Ninja, Subway Surfer, these are the activities, these are the games and the entertainment application they would like to play. So this product was designed for them. Of course, there is another segment which is business professionals. So we wanted to design a device wherein it can be taken out with a lot of pride even in a boardroom. So we came up with this product with a very nice finish aluminum antibody metal panel. We launched another product. So this has been one of the revelation to us while we were taking the feedback of 3,000 youngsters, 3,000 businessmen. Some of them said, can it have calling? Can we make call? Now, to be very frank, even I did not anticipate that people would use 7-inch device for calling. And we were taken aback. Actually, when we launched this product, the similar product available in this segment were available in the range of 25,000 to 35,000 rupees. This was the first product in the country which was introduced at less than 10K category. So the idea was to have Swipe as an enabler wherein these kind of technologies, this kind of aspiration of owning the innovative device like Swipe Hello tablet can be bridged with the calling function. So you can also use it for calling as well as browsing. Keeping the journey ahead, we launched a lot of products. We also launched India's first dual core. We also launched India's first dual SIM. We also launched India's first 9-inch product with a very unique idea of loading 100 plus applications. So those of you who are interested in gaming, those of you who are interested in business application, those of you who are interested in informative application, news. So this was the product which we had designed, wherein 100 plus applications were preloaded in India, first time by a brand, by Swipe. And the journey continued. So 16 tablets have been already introduced. And this innovation has not stopped there. 14 of them were introduced first time. And the idea was we wanted to focus on creation and a lot of value generation. So it was a very, very clear-cut idea that we don't want to be in the space of trading. So we partnered with UNICEF. Now, I'm assuming all of you know UNICEF. So they do a lot of projects in India. This was the project which we had done in Rajasthan. We partnered with UNICEF, and the idea was, can we empower women in Rajasthan to reduce infant mortality rate? So these tablets were provided to these women, and they were called as e-Asha, wherein the entire UI of the device was made available in Hindi. This is again an Android device I am talking about. This was a very innovative concept, wherein these Ashas were trained on how to reduce infant mortality. This was one of our blockbuster success. We kept our leadership ahead. We also partner with India Bulls Foundation. We partner with World Health Partners. We also partner with some of the India's leading corporates to customize the products. So customization cannot be offered without having a very strong technical expertise. This has been one of our strengths. This has been very close to art. Customizing the product, designing the application, and offering the entire value-added ecosystem. It's not the hardware alone, but there are a lot of other things which are pre-built along with it, including the focus on quality and the service network. Having 600 plus service centers across the country and a very unique way of interacting with Swipe across the platform, whether it is Swipe blog, whether it is Facebook, whether it is an application which is there on all our devices called Swipe Assist, wherein with a touch of your finger, you can call us and ask us anything. So this has been a big success, and keeping this in mind, we did not forget the social obligation. So social obligation was taken care, and the another reform which we wanted to create was the connect with the youth. Now, if I were to ask you this one question that, and Adi did mention in his talk that if you are wearing a t-shirt, if you are wearing a cap, if I give you a cap of, let's say, Aaj Tak or CNBC, would you like to wear? So we did a lot of research. We asked a lot of people, what gives you a kick? What gives you a great pride? And the answers were quite interesting. And arguably, I think, wholeheartedly we can agree, as far as Indian landscape is concerned, when it comes to connect with the youth, I think MTV has been leading that space, arguably. And so being the most youth-centric brand probably in the country, so it was a very natural sense for Swipe to partner with MTV because of the youth connect. Now, also you see, it's not only the youth connect, it also has to do with the listening patterns of us. If you see today's youth, if we go to Dadar, if we go to Matunga, if we go to VT, you will find folks most of the time wearing headsets, either listening to music or FM. So listening pattern has changed. Devices have matured. Gone are the days wherein we were using those bulky, hefty laptops, almost 30 millimeter, 40 millimeter thickness, and now we are talking about a device which are very, very thin, one of the thinnest devices which we are able to launch across the country. So technology has really evolved, the requirement has evolved, aspirations have evolved, listening patterns have evolved, and I think which is a great connect wherein Swipe and MTV partnership brings on board, creating it a truly, I call it W3 partnership. What I mean here is it's a win-win-win, but it's not really a win for Swipe, it is also a win for MTV and also the win for the youth, because these are the highly aspirational products which we are designing, developing, keeping innovation in mind, and we are leading that leadership. Another thing what was interesting, as Adi did mention earlier, it was only the licensing kind of a vertical they had, but we were very clear that we don't want to do, it is not a two logo coming on a single sheet of paper. We were very, very clear that we want to add a lot of value from both the sides, Swipe as well as MTV. So, and MTV has huge strength when it comes to creative, when it comes to design, when it comes to packaging. Swipe has huge strength when it comes to products, innovations, and one of the things which has been very, very dear, whether it was expressed or manifested in the way we had contacted Addy, or the way we work, or the speed at which we launch multiple products, or the speed at which we launch products with the innovative concept, the fastest processor, the newest technology, the fastest chipsets, dual core, quad core products. I think this is kind of a DNA which is kind of ingrained in our blood, which is speed. vibrancy, agility. And I think MTV is again a connect there, because I think this is what represents today's youth. So it seems like a seamless marriage. So partnership fell in place. We have already launched 2 back-to-back blockbuster products. First one was called as MTV Volt. It was India's first 6-inch phablet. We also launched another product. It was also into 6-inch category, but with an upgrade in terms of the RAM because of the requirement from the consumer. Again, this was the idea which came on Facebook. So we've been very, very attentive and receptive to our audiences, to our customers across the platform, whether it is online, offline, social, digital. MTV Volt 1000 was the second product. And we are truly excited because today is just not another day. This is the day which will be remembered in the history as far as the MTV and Swipe partnership is concerned. Because we are not launching just another product. We are not launching the product in the same category. We are launching the category by itself. What I mean here is I am talking about a 7-inch phablet. Now, when I talk about 7-inch phablet, I am sure you would have seen 7-inch tablet. I saw some of our friends, when they were walking, some of you are carrying tablets. So if you see, this trend has already started changing. But the idea is, can we design a product which is extremely thin, which is extremely lightweight, and most important thing, if you study the success of the most hottest successful product across the world, you will find the reason was the ease of operation. Can we offer one finger